Hello, it is Mac here, and today I'm going to talk about the Firework Launcher in GTA 5 and GTA Online. Now, this is an episode of my series called GTA 5 Code Guide, where we'll be going through all the weapons in GTA 5 and GTA Online, and breaking down stats of these weapons, talking about these weapons, and just giving a general reviews of these weapons. Now, the Fireworks Launcher was added with the Independence Day special update for GTA 5 and GTA Online last year on July 1st, and it went away and you couldn't actually purchase it until just recently whenever Rockstar re-put it in the game. So now you can purchase it, you can use the ammo, and you can use the weapon, but it will probably go away and you probably won't be able to buy ammo for it, and you won't be able to access it in ammunition on July 6th. So you're not going to be able to use this weapon for much longer. But the Fireworks Launcher is a simple, apparently homemade launching tube for firework rockets designed to resemble the RPZP Panzerschreck. Now, this weapon doesn't really have stats. It's not really a weapon that really does have stats, because it is not only an explosive weapon, which are kind of hard to test, but it's also a weapon that just overall isn't that great. And I just can't find many stats on the weapon in general. Now, as for like damage and rate of fire and all that, it's weird to test because I have heard that the weapon may deal a 125 damage from direct and 20 on the edge. Although, take that with a grain of salt because I saw that on the GTA Wiki, but I can't find that really any other place. Although, if you do shoot at yourself from the ground, it will deal about half of your health away, so just keep that in mind. But overall, the damage on this weapon isn't all that great anyways. So, the magazine size is 1 firework, the spread is 1.0 because it's a single shot weapon, and the damage fall off range max is 85 meters. So I guess that's whenever the rocket will actually explode at 85 meters, which is the same for like the RPG and the Home and Launcher and all those. But other than that, there's not really any other stats for this weapon that you really need to know because the damage is just really inconsistent. I can't really find much information on the damage itself, although it will cause fire damage. If you shoot at the ground, it will cause fire, so you could say that it does actually have a damage model because it does deal fire damage. Now, as for the attachment that you can put on this weapon, you can't customize it at all, except for, you can change the tint on the weapon, but other than that, you can't really do anything for this weapon. So there's really no attachments. Now, as for the iron sights are just abysmal. They are some of the worst in the game. Not only in first person do the iron sights just not really look all that great, they also don't seem to be where the weapon is going to shoot. Like, they don't seem to be zeroed correctly. Maybe that's just me, because it is a rocket launcher, but it just doesn't feel right. Whenever you're aiming down the sights, the irons, they don't really seem to really be zeroed, although that would make sense because it is a homemade weapon. Now, the other problem with this weapon in first person is that you don't really have a crosshair. Maybe you will if you use simple, but as somebody who uses complex, I didn't see any crosshair with this weapon. So that's another thing. Whenever you're firing, the blast shield will also take up a lot of your screen, so you have to keep that in mind as well. So, honestly, I would not recommend this weapon for first person. Honestly, I would not recommend using this weapon for anything that's not just messing around. So, the best thing for this weapon is just having fun. It's not really a weapon that you want to use in death matches and stuff like that. Now, you can use it. It will deal some damage, but compared to like the RPG and the Home and Launcher, it's just not that great. It is kind of a fun weapon to use, but just don't take the weapon seriously. Now, the only real reason you may want to use this weapon is maybe as a distraction. It does sound kind of cool, so if you want to distract somebody or something like that, because it does shoot out a firework, and if you shoot somebody with a firework, usually they're going to get distracted, and you can alert them to something or something like that. Kind of similar to what you could do with a flare, although it will shoot further than a flare, so just keep that in mind. If you're using a flare gun, so I would say you want to signal somebody or something like that, then you could use this weapon. Although you may not want to use this weapon in the future because it's going to go away anyways. Unless maybe you want to use it as kind of a Molotov launcher, if you could see what I'm saying there, because it will start fires. So if you want to, maybe not use an RPG, but let's say you want to start a fire, then you could do that as well. But let me know your thoughts on this weapon in comments, and it will go away soon, and you probably won't be able to buy ammo for it. So if you don't have the weapon, then you may want to buy it, but overall it's not that great of a weapon. It's still just a fun weapon to use. So let me know your thoughts on this weapon in the comments. Hope you all enjoy. Feedback is always appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next video.